Hello and welcome to the BNz World Report. I am your host, Angela Ray, where we will be discussing global topics and events from around the world. Our first story comes to us from CNNmoney.com. Laid off workers get their job back. More than 550 laid off workers got their jobs back this week from Oshkosh, the truck maker in Pennsylvania. And actually a survey was conducted recently that noted that about 1 in 5 displaced workers get their job back from their previous employer. And about 18% of laid off workers who landed new positions were rehired by the same employer that let them go, up from 13%. So that is good news for all of those people who have been laid off. Now, our next story is coming to us from usatoday.com. More retailers are accepting food stamps. Of course, this is going with the theme of the economy doing bad. People are getting their jobs back, but more and more retailers are now accepting food stamps. And about 39 million people received food stamp benefits, also called electronic benefit transfers, in 2009, and that was up about 20% from April of 2008. So who are some of these retailers who are now accepting EBT benefits? Well, they include very common stores like Target, Costco, and even 7-Eleven and CVS stores from across the country. Now, Jay, do you remember when food stamps used to come in paper form?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm telling my age, but it's amazing now that most people can kind of use their EBT cards and no one even knows their business. It looks like they're using a debit card, which is good for people so that they don't feel ashamed of their financial situation. Are you ready for some football? I don't know about you, but I am. Preseason games are right around the corner. The regular season is starting soon, and Michael Vick has just been reinstated in the NFL. I am very excited for Mr. Vick. I wish him the best of luck as he looks to get back what he had before he went to do his jail time. And for more on this developing story, you can visit the News to Know section of the Brand News website. Our next story comes from usatoday.com. Microsoft and Yahoo near a web search deal. So this has been going on for a while. Microsoft and Yahoo have been playing this courting game, and it seems as though they are now finally close to inking a deal. Microsoft, of course, is the world's largest software provider. They've been courting Yahoo for several years, and again, like I said, it seems that they are near this deal, and of course they are looking to close in on some of the market share that Google has. Right now, Yahoo search engine is number 2 in the world with about 8% of the market share, and Google holds, get this, about 67% of the global audience. So they are looking to close in on Google. All right, going across the ocean for this next story, this comes from newsfromafrica.com. Broadband internet finally comes to Eastern Africa. I guess that is a very good thing, so they can reach out and touch over the World Wide Web. Cheap but fast broadband internet has finally come to Eastern Africa with undersea fiber optic cable linking countries of Europe, Asia, and Africa. And that's happening this week. Now, it was originally supposed to happen in June, back June 2007. However, there was a lot of increased activity with the Somali pirates in the Indian Ocean. So that delayed that particular story, or that particular development from happening in Eastern Africa. So we look forward to our brothers and sisters across the ocean being able to use broadband internet. Our next story comes from naturalnews.com, and this one was a little concerning when I heard about it. So, you know, there are many people across the nation and across the world who suffer from mental illness. One of the common ones being schizophrenia. And for many of these mental illnesses, there is no known cure, not in traditional medicine. So they're given several medications for their psychosis, and the side effects of these medications are in fact deadly. Side effects of mental illness drugs cause sudden death is actually the headline of this particular story. In the research available on some of the drugs that are prescribed for people suffering from psychosis, it's known that they double their risk for sudden cardiac arrest. And if that was not enough, even though there's no research being done for some of the people who are given these drugs, about 200,000 people in the United States are newly diagnosed each year, and hundreds of thousands of prescriptions are given for antipsychotics. And get this, many of the prescriptions are written for adolescents, children, and toddlers as young as the age of 2. Again, this is from naturalnews.com if you want to read more about that story. On CNNpolitics.com, it looks like Mr. Obama may be closer to getting his health care plan in place. The Blue Dogs say they reached a compromise on the health care deal. A group of fiscally conservative House Democrats this week say they reached a deal with the chamber's Democratic leaders on a health care reform issue. And this according to Representative Mike Ross of Arkansas, who is speaking for the group of Blue Dogs, saying that although they've reached somewhat of a compromise this week, no vote for the full House until the upcoming August congressional recess. And let's see, do we have another story? Finally, in North Carolina, good old Southern, very calm, where nothing happens, 7 men were arrested in suspicion with a terrorism training camp. The 7 men were arrested in terms of training overseas, and the ringleader, 39-year-old Daniel Boyd, had been training people in this ringleader. He's accused of training camps in both Afghanistan as well as Pakistan. Now, Mr. Boyd's wife, Sabrina, says, don't rush to judgment. She is, of course, standing by her man, and said that her husband fought in Afghanistan against the Soviet Union. And at that time, the United States was supporting that particular fight. So I'm sure there is much more on this story as it continues to develop. That's it for our news for this week. Just want to remind all of our viewers that the National Black Theater Festival is coming up starting this week, and I will be around Winston-Salem, North Carolina, talking to many of the stars and celebrities of the National Black Theater Festival. If there's a play that we should cover or somewhere we need to be, hit us up. You can email me directly, actually, at angela@brandnews.com. Make it a great week.